Hi, my name's Mark Dawson, and welcome to the Ordinary People Project.
It's about us.
It's about us.
It's about us.
Very ordinary.
And I would be extraordinary.
And it's about us.
It's about us.
It's about us.
About us.
Uncoordinated.
So, I'm trained as a cultural anthropologist, and for the last 15 years, I've done applied research for clients as diverse as Kodak, Sega Video Games, and even General Electric Corporation. But I've really not gotten to do a lot of research just about what I want to do. So I'm taking the next few months to drive through Canada and Alaska and interview people just about their homes and about their lives. It's no big agenda, really. Part of the idea behind the Ordinary People Project is to turn the notion of celebrity on its head. Instead of people getting autographed photos from famous celebrities, we encourage people to send their photographs and autographs to the celebrity of their choice. Besides, isn't it time for celebrities to start collecting our autographs?
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young almost cut my hair, but then I told Jinx to put the scissors down. Once in a lifetime talking heads. And James Taylor, you've got a friend. Well, you got a friend right here on Gord. I'm your bud in the valley until 11 o'clock here on 98.9. It's a Spud Valley morning. What a beautiful one it is. It's only 25 minutes down to 11 o'clock.
Walking through town one day, this space was empty for a long time. Walked by, just doing some shopping, and on the window were all these pieces of paper that said CFPV FM, coming soon. I thought, oh my God, those are radio station call letters. Like, we're gonna get a radio station, this is very cool. Did a little research, found out more about who the owner was, lined up with a bunch of people at a coffee house in Whistler and had a chat with them. I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll rekindle the old college blues show, 1 hour a week kind of thing, you know, it might be fun to dabble. Didn't hear from them for 3 or 4 weeks. Suddenly I got a call saying, hey, we're in town, come over to the station location, we're setting up, see what's going on. I got here, he shook my hand and handed me a key. I said, what's this? He goes, it's the key to the radio station, you're my new morning man. And that was it. All of a sudden I was handed the keys to the radio station and a 4-hour job every day, 7 to 11, Monday to Friday, waking Pemberton up. This town this village has a real, I believe, spirit and sense of self and community, and we have so many different people here that all kind of come together at the Pony or at the Mount Currie Coffee Co. or whatever. You'll see a cowboy sitting with a guy with piercings all over his face and tattoos, and they're shooting the breeze, having a laugh. They're good buddies. Young people, old people, people who have lived here for 40 years, hanging out with people that have been here for 4 months, because it's an accepting community. It is, you know, once you move in here, whether you've lived here for a week or 20 years, you're a Pembertonian. We're a protected zone for seed potatoes, for potatoes in Pemberton, and the Pemberton seed potato, pretty much any potato you've probably eaten, has somehow come from a Pemberton potato. We grow all the seed potatoes that get shipped out and go all over Canada, all over the States, and then, you know, are grown into other potatoes. And this little area is protected. There's a sign on the highway on the way in. You're in a Pemberton seed potato protection zone, and you're not allowed to plant any potatoes here that were not originally grown in the Pemberton Valley. And it's a blight-free area, the only blight-free area as far as I know in North America, and that's why we're very protective about, you know, making sure that doesn't happen here, and keeping it pure. But well, originally from Toronto, and I was doing the grind on the highway in Toronto on the 401, a couple hours to work, a couple hours back, you know. And I got in a car accident. I got cut off by a drunk driver at 10 o'clock in the morning one day, and threw me into a bridge abutment, destroyed the car, and I walked away from it and threw the keys into traffic. A Good Samaritan helped me out throughout the morning and ended up taking me home, and that was it. I had it with Toronto, and my girlfriend came home and said, what are you doing home so early, and why are you drunk, and where's the car? Gave her the story and said, where do you want to go? She said, let's go visit some friends in Whistler and ski for the winter and figure out what we want to do. And that was 14 years ago. I've only been on the air for a year. and that's as long as I've been on the radio in recent history. And what we've tried is just to play good music, and it really doesn't matter where it comes from. It doesn't have to be rock and roll hits of the 60s, 70s, and 20s. Like, it's just good music. It can be jazz, it can be blues, it can be rock and roll, it can be something that just came off of a band in town's computer. We'll play lots of Pemberton music. We got rock and roll bands here, reggae bands, country bands, folk bands. We got it all, and they're really good. And Pemberton is an up and coming. Pemberton is an interesting town that has so many different people in it. It's a gateway to the interior British Columbia, so there's a lot of flow through of tourists coming in here. And the owner, Matthew McBride, was up here doing some work with First Nations Radio in Darcy, and stayed in the valley for about a month and just completely fell in love with Pemberton and said, someday, one day, I'm going to open a radio station here. And it took him 5 or 6 years before this one came up. And I think the timing of it last year, well, we opened in June. It was a month and a half before the Pemberton Festival, which was a huge rock and roll festival. We had 40,000 people came to see Tom Petty and Coldplay and biggest bands around. It's kind of the way it works here. A long time ago, a guy took me aside and said, Gord, you're not going to be able to maybe settle down in a one-job career in this valley if you want to stay in the valley. You got to do lots of things. So I'm a performing artist, I'm a disc jockey, and I also drive a school bus part-time in the afternoon. So this afternoon, when I finish up here, I'll have a couple hours break, and then at 2:30 I'll head on over to the bus garage and jump in my school bus. I do a solo show, acoustic guitar, harmonica, and write my own stuff, plus just pull out all the great stuff that I love from the years gone by, and all kinds of artists. And yeah.
Do you play in this area around here?
All the time. All the time. I'll be playing actually this weekend at the 4x4 event that's going on. I get up there and play my redneck best and play at the Pemberton Hotel, and then I was performing 300 nights a year in Whistler. And a great day here is, for me anyway, playing music on the radio, getting a chance to spend a little bit of time at home in the sunshine, jump on the school bus, see the kids. I get to wave to my kids as they jump on the school bus as well. And then tonight hang out with the family, or friends coming over or whatever. Just taking it easy in the Pemberton Valley and staying around in Pemberton. There's so much to do around
the valley until 11 o'clock. Here on 98.9, it's a Spud Valley morning. What a beautiful one it is. It's only 25 minutes now to 11 o'clock, so not too much more time left for me to get as much music on the air as I can. Lots of requests have been coming in today. We got a few emails. You can always drop us a message at info@cfpvfm.com or gord@cfpvfm.com, or just visit the website cfpvfm.com, and you can get a hold of us through that. Also, you can drop us a line at 5155, or just drop something into the mailbox here right next door to the doors of the radio station, next door to the North Shore Credit Union in downtown Pemberton.